Okay, so
We're back.
we apparently went over time, but okay, I went over time.
We did. All right. So, in continuing with your
Yeah,
story,
this is long, long line, like that's going like at least like 4 or 5 doors down. This is actually a long line. And I'm like, who's this line for? Christian. Christian who? Not Christian blonde brother of Edge. Christian, right?
more match.
This is doing that too, by the way. It's like, yeah, that Christian. Really? This is no knock on Christian at all, but he had not been in the ring for like 3 months due to concussion from a Fatal Four-Way match. Like he hadn't seen ring time, TV time forever. So the fact that he had, I want to say, a good 300 people in line waiting, like diehard waiting for him, it warmed my heart. It really did.
I would have gotten mine for Christian.
And then he left, and Cesaro came out. Add another at least 1,000 people to that line because it looked like a centipede because it was long. People, oh my god! I went in because I was not waiting in that damn line. I'm just gonna sneak a picture and be happy.
Sneak a picture. Yeah.
Went in and he walks in. He sees the amount of people waiting for him, and he's like, "Hey, hey!"
Just to pause you on that for a second. I did not go to fan access. He actually paused. You can stay in that position. Whereas he did go to fan access. I went to WrestleCon. I chose not to go to fan access for the reason of the rotating schedules. It was really, if you were there on time to meet the person, and if they left, tough luck. You didn't get to meet them, you get to get an autograph, and you were stuck with Zack Ryder and David Otunga, etc. And he will continue telling you about that when I unpause him. But at WrestleCon, it was a lot more free environment. There were a lot more indie stars there. There had WWE stars as well, like legends, etc., people who had just left the company or whatnot. So I had a great time overall there, and I enjoyed that environment a lot more than waiting in line to meet people in a rotating schedule. It's ridiculous. Actually, I don't know if I want to unpause him. This is kind of nice being able to talk. This show's all mine. But I guess I'll finish the story. All right.
Why did I hold my breath?
I don't know. That was a bad life choice.
God damn. Fuck it. He starts doing this thing from Ring of Honor. He goes, hey, hey, to the crowd. Oh my gosh, I never hold my breath that long. And by mid-A, he stops and goes, we the people. The whole room from outside the building to in fan access shop zone, all going in just unanimous. We the people. And I mean, they're clapping. I'm like, snap, 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 taking a bunch of pictures. Cause
he also did that Hall of Fame. He just came out, and everybody was like supposed to be so serious for Hall of Fame. They didn't want people like talking during the event, starting any chants or whatever, or they'd kick you out immediately. And Cesaro just walks out, turns to the crowd. We the people, like nobody held back. It was pretty great.
But that was awesome. And then we're waiting and waiting. All of a sudden, it starts the countdown of going into access. And I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. And we go in to wait another line. And we're waiting and waiting. Then we hear the music starting up. We see the banners of Brad Maddox. And I'm immediately like, oh, please don't let this suck. Please don't let this suck. And I get there, and I'm seeing everything in front of me. I'm excited. And I get there, like, so this is not a ticket. What? This is what they gave me. Like, it's not a ticket. Don't tell me I have to go back out there. You got to get a ticket. Fuck. Go outside, tell the lady the situation. She tells me she gave me a ticket. I'm like, I wouldn't lie to you. I'm the only one that paid in cash. Like, yeah, I know you are the only one that paid in cash. Everyone paid in cards. So she's like, you know what? I believe you. Print me on another ticket. I go in. I have to wait in line again. But this line actually went by quick. at this point, I go in. I'm seeing everything: Undertaker's graveyard, superstar entrance, WrestleMania stuff from over WrestleMania's past, and old championships and gear, Money in Bank ladder, and everything. My first thing I do is do the superstar entrance. I've always wanted to do that. Now, of course, I should add this is when CM Punk has left the company. Like he's not there. So there's this big thing going on with signs and using his likeness or anything like that. So I'm like, all right. At this time, I had my mohawk going. Like I had my Big E mohawk.
He looked like Mr. T.
Which I got, which I'll get to later. I was gonna do Big E Langston's. They didn't have him or anyone black.
So Mark Henry.
Not even Mark Henry. So it's like, fuck. Like all they had Daniel Bryan, Sheamus, The Rock, John Cena, the Bella Twins, and AJ Lee.
That's a very limited selection. Out of everybody, that's all they put in there?
And Triple H, sorry. How am I supposed...
Why didn't you do Triple H's?
Because I didn't have a bottle of water. You needed a bottle of water to do his, actually.
Like it was mandatory? Or
it was kind of like... Because they didn't have the ring thing where you stand, you look both ways and just do that. So you had to do it on the stage. So, being the fact that my first name is Brian, I decided I'm going to be Irish and pick Sheamus. By the way, this video is also available on my YouTube channel that you can watch.
This is why I can't take him out.
So I go out
of everyone,
and they had to give me a big belt too, because I'm 250 pounds. So they had to give me one with like an extra notch in it to fit my waist.
He picked Sheamus,
and I come out.
His skin color is the opposite.
I got on one knee, did the check the clock, and go, it's clobbering time. And run down the ring, I just popped my elbow like, ow. Oh yeah, it had the music on. They send you the video too, so it looks like actual Raw. Like it has like the graphics going. And you come out to the stage, it's so cool. After that, I go and I'm like, all right, it's time to get autographs. I don't even know who's in line first. So I get in line. I'm like, who are we waiting for? I'm like, I don't know. They're about to do the rotation. I'm like, okay, cool. We're waiting and waiting. Like, only like maybe 2 minutes. And then David Otunga comes out. When I tell you this man came out and everyone ran. Like, it looked like Moses parted the sea. Because we took off. We left him. He didn't even look up. He knew what was going to happen. He came out, had a smile. He just talked to his brothers. We all left. I'm like, y'all wrong for this. Y'all, I don't mean stop. No, keep going, keep going. He looked up, he had a smile on his face, and he sat down to the 10 people who got his autograph. 10 people got David Otunga's autograph.
Asked for his wife's autograph.
So he left, and I went to the next wait, which was AJ Lee. I'm like, shit. Because at this point, I was going to go to WrestleCon and give Kevin Steen my luchador Homer Simpson to give to his son. Because if you watch Kevin Steen Escapades, he loves his child.
Since you brought up WrestleCon, I also should mention the fact that I shook hands and talked to Colt Cabana. And John had a full-blown conversation with him about how he gave him AIDS.
We'll get to yours after.
Be jealous.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am. But we wait in line. I'm in line with this family. And the son is like going over fancy matchups. And he mentioned John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. The father goes, oh, easy. Shawn Michaels. No one's going to remember Daniel Bryan in 2 years. And I looked at the father and went like, excuse me? Like, please, that little goat-faced troll, he ain't going to do anything in WWE. He's not even going to win at WrestleMania.
So many people at WrestleMania. I don't know why, but like I heard over and over, Daniel Bryan is a flash in the pan. Like, you don't watch anything other than his programming, do you?
Hey, what the fuck is wrong with
you? You have no idea what this man has accomplished.
What? But line moves. I get to AJ Lee, who is really tiny. By the way, there was a guy in line who looked just like CM Punk. Well, I mean, he modeled his whole body, haircut, tattoo. He has tattoo of every CM Punk, anything from his IWA Mid-South, Ring of Honor, his short stint in TNA, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, his WWE debut. Like literally everything anything CM Punk is tattooed on his body. He's also I think in a metal band.
Dedicated fan.
He's also awesome dude. Check him out. Anyways, I get to AJ Lee and I get her autograph. I get Tamia's autograph too. And I also give her my luchador Homer Simpson, which she goes ape shit over. Like she loved it. I doubt she probably kept it, but she might just did to keep my spirits up. But either way, it was an awesome moment in time. So we get out of that. I go see NXT. I see Adrian Neville defend against.
I do have to stop you. It's like just that one day that like she's just gonna put up the like picture on Twitter of her just like laying in bed or in couch with Phil and the Luchador Homer, and you're just gonna be like,
like I did that. Yes.
That, or when she's just gonna set it on fire and put that picture up, and your hopes and dreams are gonna die with it.
I don't think she'll set him on fire though.
Well, maybe hang it or something.
Maybe.
Anyway, decapitate.
Saw Adrian Neville go against Bo Dallas for the NXT Championship. Well, defending his NXT Championship, which was a very short, one-sided affair, to be honest. And after the match, he usually stands on the second rope and waves the title to the crowd. And he's still on the right side of the ring. And for some reason, his trunks were like giving him a wedgie because there was a lot of booty showing. And there's like 5 women beside me screaming, "Look at that ass! God damn!" And I'm like, "Well, hello, ma'am. Like that was my ear. You just spit in." Okay then, and he went up the stage and went away. And I left. I was gonna try to see who else I can get. Titus O'Neil was there. Renee Young was there. Rusev and Lana was there. Mark Henry was there. I literally was about to walk into line to get his autograph because I was always been a Mark Henry fan. When all of a sudden, about 4 people start running, then 10, then 20. I'm black and I've lived in the South for a long time. When you see people running, that means you get the fuck out. That means something bad's about to happen.
Just to note, that's only if you live in the bad part of town.
True. I'm seeing a bunch of people running. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I hear one man scream, "Wyatt!" I am right behind someone running. I kid you not, I'm pretty sure a baby got trampled. Because we were hauling ass. We were cutting lines. Everything. Just to get in line. We get there, and there's no one there. But we see a Hawaiian jacket, a Hawaiian shirt. So we know something's going down. While we're waiting, though, they have to, entertain us. So they get Jack Swagger to put on a sumo suit and go against this skinny dude. And when I mean he had to wear a buckle 5, about 5'5". And I mean it's like I'm literally watching how they do a lot of the promos and stuff. Like they're setting up. I see Zeb Coulter, that is Zeb Coulter. That's what he wears. When you see him in that vest, in that long shirt and camo pants or cargo pants, that's what he wears. Like, he does not wear anything else. That is his gear. And they're setting it up, and it took like 15 minutes to set this up for a 10-second sumo match. He literally runs into the kid. Kid goes down. It stopped. We the people. And while all this is going on, Dean Ambrose walks out and starts doing autographs. He wasn't scheduled for that day. He was scheduled for earlier in the day and tomorrow. For some reason, he's like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. I might as well just hang out with the fans. So he just randomly shows up and starts doing autographs. I'm like, I want to leave. But the Wyatts, though, and as I say that, Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan come out. And I mean the ovation they got. Bray Wyatt looked like a kid in a candy steak shop. He had the biggest smile on his face because he's like, I did this. They thought I was going to be nothing as Husky Harris. I come back as Bray Wyatt. I did this. And I mean, you have an Asian Bray Wyatt, a Latino Bray Wyatt. I'm in my mohawk and my Hawaiian shirt, which I started wearing before he got the Hawaiian shirt
It's like the
popular.
United Nations of Bray Wyatt.
It really was. And we're all in line. He's talking to everybody. He's having a good time with everyone. And WWE's interviewing like the Asian Bray Wyatt and other fans. And I'm literally up next. I am nervous as hell. I've only met like a few wrestlers in my entire life, but I've never like met someone that on that level.
I met Punk.
You lucky bastard. So I get up the steps, I shake Luke Harper's hand, and I get the Bray. He immediately says, first thing out of his mouth, I love the shirt. If I was white, I would have been bright ash red. But since I'm black, I just got midnight darker. And I'm like, man, you don't even... And I do stand up on occasion. So, of course, I had to do something. So I went, dude, what happened? Y'all left me in fucking Lafayette. What happened? Like, what you mean? Y'all left me at the gas station. Y'all said we were going to go down to Florida. We were going to all hang out. You from Sinead's side of the family, aren't you? Yeah, from Shaniqua's and everyone. We go on a 5-minute story. Like, literally off the top of both of our heads. And we're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Luke Harper, midway, goes, don't feel bad, man. We tried to leave Eric at a gas station, but no one wanted to keep him. Eric is still signing my book. He stops and does this. And continue signing. I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life. Like, oh my God, I'm so ready for this. Like, it was so awesome. I leave out of that line, shake all their hands again, tell them, kick ass on Sunday, leave. I think we have time for like one more autograph. I see there's like 8 billion kids at John Cena. I see that there's still 3 NXT stars. This Big E, Adrian Neville, Bo Dallas, and someone else. Sammy wasn't there that day. He was going to be there the following day. I run over to at least get Big E's autograph and show him at least the mohawk. I get there as this Sanford & Son looking son of a bitch closes the line right in front of me. I'm like, oh, come on, you have room for one more. He's like, nope, sorry, can't help you. You old dirty mother. He's like, sorry. Like, this is so wretched. And I'm literally looking at Big E, who is stocky as hell, too. So I'm like, you know what, fine, whatever. I'm going to walk around, actually look around stuff. And you get to go through, like, all 20, 30 years of WrestleMania stuff. Edge's coat from WrestleMania 24 or 25, I think. The Rock's gear. Stone Cold Steve Austin's jacket, boots, trunks. Hogan's trunks shirt that he had ripped. The old 1972 WWF Championship, which was this giant green belt. Trish and Lita's Monday Night Raw main event Divas women's title match, where Lita damn near broke her neck. They had that there, like all this stuff. They had every single Undertaker jacket he has ever worn. I did not know this son of a bitch has had 35 different jackets, and I want to wear 20 of them. Just in public, to bed, as I got the shower, just anywhere, funerals. Put me in that. If my family's watching this, when I die, put me in an Undertaker-like jacket when I'm in the coffin. Just, if I raise up, shoot me in the head. But still, I would want that. Or a Doctor Who funeral, which will go around my channel. Anyways, we're going through, and it's starting to get near the end of the day. So I go to the Fruity Pebble section of the access. I don't know why I half expected John Cena to come out for some reason, just because he's Fruity Pebble, of course. And I heard Cena once, and I perked up and like, it was just a fan who looked like John Cena. I'm like,
I would expect you to look like him.
He looked like I guess WrestleMania 23 John Cena, when he had like the Tommy gun and everything, because he was built. This dude was like 6'3". He had to be at least 235. He's around 6'2", 6'2", 6'3".
No, he does like no. He's I think he's like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Right. I'm sorry,
but
he just looks short when he stands next to like everybody else who's like
6'5", 6'8", stuff
yeah.
like that. And I get in line, and there's like 5 kids in front of me. And a parent asked me, "Aren't you a little old to get Fruity Pebbles? Aren't you a little old to be that ugly?" And she's like, "Well, aren't you a little nasty asshole? Aren't you a ugly ass lady?" And she's like, "I like you, Mr. T."
I like you, Mr. T.
And all of a sudden, everyone around me is like, "Oh my God, it's Mr. T! Hey, Mr. T! Oh my God, I love you at the Hall of Fame!" Fuck me.
Anybody go, Mr. T, you really let yourself go.
Because at the Hall of Fame, he's like, my mama, I love my mama. My mama took care of me. My mama.
I was there personally when Kane's like, all right, you have to go. He's like, sorry to stop Mr. T from talking about his mama, but he was interrupting my time for me to talk about my daddy.
And I mean, I'm getting people taking pictures with me. I ain't never felt like a celebrity ever more than that moment in my life. And I just wanted my Fruity Pebbles. I get there, all the Fruity Pebbles gone. All they had left was Cocoa Pebbles, which I'm not going to lie and say I did not get 7 tiny bowls of Fruity Pebbles. Because I didn't. I got 15 bowls of Fruity Pebbles and
Jesus.
and all the milk. I took all the milk they had, which was that raggedy 2% milk that looks like water. But when you pour at least 8 bowls of like Fruity Pebbles in one bowl, it's just regular milk after that. But right after that, time to go. They're closing up. I meet this one British chick who was well endowed, and she was very nice. And she was from Wales, not Wales. It's a part in London I cannot pronounce, Cardiff or something like that. And we're talking about Paige, who we did not know was going to debut the following night on Raw. I mean, that following Monday on Raw. And we were talking about her being NXT Women's Champion. When do we think she's going to make the main roster? Will she be Divas Champion at one point? And she was just going, like, she loves the family. She's actually met the family a couple of times. And we're about to leave, and I tell her, oh, I'm sorry, Southern Gentleman. My name is Brian, and that's her name. And, like, see, this is why I love y'all. Like, when she said y'all, I'm like, black people? Like, no, just... You Southern gentlemen. Ever since I got here, I've had people open the doors for me. I've had people ask me if I need help for anything. I mean, I've been wearing this. My boobs are practically hanging out, and not once has someone asked me about them. Like, y'all need to come over to London more often and show the men over there how to be actual men. I'm like, thank you, Louisiana. We haven't fucked this up. Yes. So fast forward to WrestleMania Sunday. It's me, him, his wife, our 2 friends, John and Amber. And I think that was it, huh?
Yeah.
We get there, we're excited, we're pumped. A guy has already puked and passed out. The show hasn't even started yet. And we go in, and the set looks beautiful. My seats... I paid $230 for my seats. I'm thinking my seats are great. Until the Shield and Authority match, in which
we were right by them. They came out. We touched Seth Rollins. Trust me, we reached for Dean and Reigns as well, but we got Rollins.
He somehow
some awesome pictures.
He somehow got the best seats and actually got the Shield to come out right by. I'm just checking the camera. We're at, I think, 24 minutes. I'm not sure, so we gotta wrap this up quickly. WrestleMania 30 was awesome. It was an awesome night until Taker lost.
Yeah.
But we saw Daniel Bryan beat Triple H Randy Orton and Batista in the same night.
That was
We
just
saw Hulk
ridiculous.
Hogan fuck up royally and call the
The
Super
Silver Dome,
not
brother.
once, but twice.
And
Twice.
that was just the ongoing joke of
The
the night.
whole night. The whole night. He did not live that down.
But guys, in all seriousness, if you get the opportunity to go to a WrestleMania, it is literally a once in a lifetime experience.
Yeah,
I've been to pay-per-views, been to house shows, been to Raws, SmackDowns. It is nothing like being at
It's
WrestleMania.
so unbelievably
It's
awesome. Like
phenomenal.
Andre the Giant Battle Royal, we didn't even see no one come out. They distracted us with a Jedi mind trick on the screen.
It shows like a commercial, and they're like, "Oh, here
Look down
everybody
like,
come
what
from."
the fuck? But after the whole shebang, we got confetti on us. We were cheering. My voice was gone. I
Surprised
was.
we could talk the next
I
day.
couldn't. Oh my god, my throat hurt. That's when Bad Luck Brian came in to play. My phone died. Before it died, I sent them a message that I would try to meet them at their thing, which was like 1:23, I think.
45 minutes. 45 minutes.
In my
that area.
defense,
And we walked the entire Superdome looking for him.
I tried to get there, but if you live in Louisiana, you know the Superdome, especially after like a major event like the Saints game, you're not gonna get anywhere if you're trying to move. Like the crowd's gonna push you out. So I'm like, all right, I'll just wait where we came in. That was my ideal. Of course, everyone's wearing Daniel Bryan shirts. I'm like, okay, well, Undertaker shirt. WrestleMania 30, Lesnar versus Taker. Duh. Everyone's wearing Taker shirts. Okay, there has to be someone. Okay, guy with a cane. 85 people with canes. I'm like, fuck. What am I? So I'm like, I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. No one. Like, it's starting to die down. There was like a bunch of Asians dressed as like CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Undertaker. They were actually pretty cool too. So I'm like, oh, wait, maybe they're at the car. So I go all the way to the car. No one's there. All right, I'll just wait by the car. In New Orleans at 11 o'clock at night. And I'm black.
Just to spell this widely believed rumor. New Orleans is not the city of 24/7 parades and jazz music. And Bourbon Street is actually a god-awful place to go.
Yes.
People make I've heard so many out-of-towners, and that's how you know they're an out-of-towner, say how much they love New Orleans because you don't live there.
You don't deal with the drama. You don't
We
deal.
don't go to New Orleans. We live on what's called the North Shore, and there's this thing called Lake Pontchartrain that separates us from New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we don't cross that bridge unless we absolutely need to.
Except I'm from there. I'm from across the river.
I'm from over that way too.
I'm from what we
And
call
we
the
moved away
West
from
Bank. The West Bank, which is called the best bank, by the way. I love my part of Louisiana. Love to death.
I'm a Shell Nation.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna move away from the car before I get arrested. And we are literally at 29 minutes. So I'm waiting. It starts to rain. We get in the car. I finally meet them. We get in the car. We start driving. We get to the bridge. We get a flat on my side of the car, of course. Nail in the car. So I'm like, all right, this can't get possibly any worse. Tow truck driver comes up. I'm like, hey, we need help. What's wrong? We got a flat tire. Where? That side. Okay. Yo, yo. You just see a little short 5'6" black dude on the side of the road just like doing this the whole time. Then we get the creepy rape van to show up. And it's like, y'all need help? You have me, John, and Amber. Amber is like, she can handle herself, but John being
She's actually taking like karate classes.
John being, the man that he is, protects his wife. He has a cane. She has some brass knucks. I'm the only one there with nothing. So I look in the
I have a
truck.
tire iron.
I look in the trunk and I see like the voice recorder flute thing, and I grabbed that. I'm like, I'm gonna shank him
That's
with
a little
something.
plastic flute.
So we're all standing there. We're all thinking we should have got the Wyatt family mask because that would have fucked him up so bad.
You'd be like, okay, bye.
So he's like, "Oh well, I can fix this, but if I bring my tool, you owe me like $500." Like,
We don't have any money. You can leave.
We got someone coming.
Bye.
You sure? Yeah. Goodbye. So he leaves,
Yeah,
drives off.
my
We're waiting.
father-in-law came and helped us. We got the tire changed and
So-
everything fixed the next day.
Yeah, we got back and we're driving back to home and like, if someone screws up in the family, we put them on probation. Brian, you're on probation.
It was.
And that was like
That was
the
our
end
WrestleMania.
of
Like,
WrestleMania. I love how this went from NXT
I was just about to say the
Ring of
exact same
Honor,
thing.
the drama with Michael Elgin, Ring of Honor, to our WrestleMania
WrestleMania
weekend.
experience. We know this kind of got off topic, guys, but normally when we do these videos, we actually will just be staying on the topic of wrestling.
Try to at least.
But at some point, it was going to get to our WrestleMania experience.
Yeah,
So let's go
might as well
get
get
it
it
here
over with.
early.
But that's the first video, I guess, in 2 parts, I guess.
It's going to be multiple parts.
Yeah. So please subscribe, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. If you want to see something,
If you don't want to see him,
please see me. Please, I'm very lonely.
that's kind of what's that?
Yeah, I'm sad panda. I love pandas, by the way. I don't think I should mention. No, fuck it. I love pandas. Okay, they're adorable. All right, pandas and bulldogs. If you ever want to get me something, get me a pandog. Okay, they're like a panda and a bulldog together, and going back to your crotch, huh?
Yeah.
And we're gonna end with that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Ta-da!